You're the Divine Crusader.
Hi there.
What can I do for you, Sir Knight? I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Farewell.
I am honored to speak to the hero of the Battle of Bruma. What can I do for you? I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself. Well, have a look around. You won't find...
Hail, Savior of Bruma! I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself. Knowledge is the key. For the right price, I can make it. Now let's do business. Farewell. Good to see you. Greetings.
Hey, take what I...
What do you want? Please leave me be.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynal Draelus, will be allowed access. The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information. Yes? Get away. Well done. No. Oh, please. No, is that so? The culprit in this crime, I'd tell you more. We'll see. Excellent. Except, I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynal Draelus, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynal arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carriers, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainiel convinced Carriers that Braden was a vampire. Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainiel character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. For you, of course. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
I am honored to speak to the hero of the Battle of Bruma. What can I do for you? Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Rainiel slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such an unlikable fellow. I hate it here. Came here with Edla. All these snooty southerners. The damn guards won't let anyone have any fun. Be seeing you.
Oh, you're back. Excuse me. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do.
Do I care?
Stop!
Hello.
Oh, you're... So, any new revelations in your... investigation? I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainiel has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainiel is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Rainiel. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Rainiel is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught. Keep up the good work, I suppose. Excuse me.
Hello.
Oh, you're back.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Stop right there!
Do you have any more questions? I know I sound desperate, but...
Oh, you're back. Excuse me.
Hello.
Stay!
Stop right... So, any... Keep up the good work, I suppose.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Stay! Go! What do I care? What? I didn't see a thing. Hey!
So, keep up the good work, I
Hello.
suppose. Excuse me.
Do you have...
Hello.
We all owe you one. Yes, the vampire hunter. To think that Bruma was where Martin Septim chose to reveal himself as the true heir to the throne for the first time.
Well met. Yes, the... Be seeing you.
I'm really tired. I would gladly... Shadow hide you.
What seems to be... Yeah. You too.
I'm only asking for enough.
Thank... Blessings of the Shadow upon you. You have the hands of an illusionist. What can I do for you today? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. Raynil's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either. What can I do for you today? Gellerborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynal and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much. I would gladly... Just look for me if you need anything else. Hello?
Hello.
So, any new revelations in your... investigation? How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gellerborn was killed by Raynal not too long ago. Gellerborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gellerborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Do you have any more questions? Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the Brotherhood he had created with Raynal. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Well, here's a
How are
fine
you?
one. Not
Speak
bad.
freely.
That's fine news.
Anything else I can help with? You just let me know. Anything else I... Olga sure can tell a good story. I'm not normally a big fan of bards' tales, but she's got some good ones. Just look for me if you need...
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynal was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gellerborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him. If all you say is true, Raynal will answer for Braden's death. Raynal will pay for both crimes, Gelliborn was likely another innocent he's slain. I'll make sure Skingrad City Watch hears of this. I can't wait to get my hands on Raynil. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. Please hurry. Raynil may
It's
make
you.
a break for the open road
Hi.
at any moment.
Is there a better person to...
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer. Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here, but then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom. Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
You've got the hands of a smith. Must have spent some time.
What news do you bring? Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state. No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brotherhood. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
You look like a shrew. Always a pleasure.
I'm really tired.
How
Shadow
do you do?
hide you.
What seems to be the problem? Although we can't go back and undo what's been done, I feel justice has been served and Braden's soul may rest with ease. In your absence, I dispatched a runner to Skingrad to let them know they needed to clear Gelliborn's name for the record books. Like Braden, I think he deserves to have his name clear of wrongdoing. You did what had to be done. There should be no regrets or doubts in your mind about it. Raynal was an evil Dunmer, and he deserved that fate. So Argonians get this hist stuff from licking hist trees, and the Blackwood Company got bad hist that made them crazy. Have you ever considered it? Hail, savior of Bruma! I'm retired from public practice. I only take students in alchemy to support my hobbies. You've got a lot to... You too.
I am honored. I'm glad that scum got what he deserved. Good riddance. Hope to see you again.
What?
Stop, thief!
I didn't see a thing.
I'm really... Shadow hide.
It's all over. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Ah! Let's get this. Good to see you.
What can I do for you? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? You got it. Tell your friends about me.
What have you been getting? Hiding.
Yes! It's my pleasure. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? An ex...
Greetings. Can you think of a more appropriate? Dangerous store, then slash and smash. Times like this, I feel. Move on my sword!
But mud crab's more fearsome than you. I fought. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Hail, citizen. I speak for the Emperor. Or at least I did. Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow has fallen across all of Tamriel. Carry on.